mindfuckery, let me tell you. Why is Tom Cruise in the book?
Yeah, that's more like it, doesn't it? Yeah. Just let me be your ladybug. Baby, baby.
Hi, hello, it's your boy Nate. I read books because reading is sexy, and if you're not reading, you're not sexy. Welcome to another very special vlog. We have the Rouge Mona Awad vlog. Welcome, welcome. As you saw in B-roll, a bit of reading done, just a few pages, but I didn't get the whole bunny hype thing. I missed out on that, so I thought, why not start with this since we have it? Kind of wicked, kind of freaky. I'm enjoying it. Our narrator is obsessed with skincare, almost to the point where she like wants to melt off her own face. And she's grief-stricken. A very traumatizing scene occurs very early on chapter 1, literally, and she's sort of reckoning with it at the moment, and that's as far as we got. The world is kind of strange. Our narrator is definitely bewildered, and she's going through it all. That's as far as updates go, but yes, hopefully throughout the week I'll be updating you on Rouge and letting you know how it goes. Rouge and a Seoul vlog, so I'll keep you posted. Bye. Howdy. Yeah, this week has been lots of rain. It's morning, by the way, Friday morning. Just wanted to give you some updates, though not many. It's monsoon season in Korea, so there's been a lot of rain, just like non-stop. Not much to update. I just hit the 150 page mark, and there's some odd stuff going on. There's this thick atmosphere of like mystery and danger, but we haven't really like dipped into the danger yet, and we're a bit wary. Our narrator is constantly thinking about her mother, and as she's dipping into these memories of her mother in efforts to try and love and perhaps understand her, it all blossoms as hate. And yeah, she's got some mommy issues. But it's this beautiful intricacy that Awad does, where our narrator will float into memory and then relive it in a sense, and everything feels very vivid. And then there's just another reason to hate your mother, hate your mama. And isn't that family? You know, as much as we love them, we hate them. And as much as we hate them, we love them. And it's within that complex relationship that we also better understand how our narrator has come to be. Is nurture nature? Is nature nurture? As she's going through it all, she encounters all these very strange people, and that's as far as updates go. It feels very murky. We're very unsure of people. They all have some sort of incentive, but we're not sure what it is. But it all relates to beauty, to face, and our narrator is still very concerned with her skin, how she looks, and all of that. I also wanted to mention that through all of this murkiness, I'm not quite sure what to make of everything and very unsure of like where the story is headed, but I'm getting like culty vibes, given that there are a few references. We see these images of red shoes constantly. So immediately I thought of The Wizard of Oz, temptation, a way home, some entryway into salvation. But I also thought about the red shoes, that film from 1948, heavy in Technicolor by Michael Powell and Emmerich Pressburger, and recently watched that, and how drive, like what pushes a person forward. And then there was also a mention of Stanley Kubrick's Eyes Wide Shut, which I've yet to see, and I kind of wanted to save it for Christmas because I heard it was a good Christmas movie, but that is also very cult heavy. So I just want to know, like, the purpose of the cult. If there is a cult, we're not quite essentially in it yet. If our narrator's interests have been piqued by it at all, and if she has been consumed, but the consumption has not occurred yet. But yes, very, very excited to see where the story goes. I'm glad that like by page 150, we're still unsure, and that's a good sign. That's a good sign, given that I hate when a story is essentially predictable, right? But yes, just wanted to throw that in there. We've got a business trip, a bit of work stuff, and then meeting a friend for dinner, maybe going out. We'll see. You'll see. And then tomorrow, I've just got like a bunch of errands. I gotta deal with this, like trim this hedge down. And yeah, just a bunch of errands, friends, stuff, and yeah, should be a good weekend. And I'll keep you posted on Rouge on Awad. Catch you later. Hi, hello tube. Is this angle okay? Mind the that's not Chet Baker, Jackie Gleason in the back. If you can see, I've got a little hanging dotori, what is that? Acorn speaker right in the corner there. Bring your own speakers, because sometimes hotels don't got them. I just got to the hotel. It's aight. I thought it was a lot bigger than I expected. Updates on Rouge? Not much, to be honest. Still murky. Strange things are still occurring, to the point where there are actions that our narrator commits that she doesn't remember. And of course we have, in this case, an unreliable narrator. Also, the voice is very much internal as well. She's talking to herself a lot, and I think it's spiraling. She's going crazy, bonkers. But I won't tell you how, why, or where she ends up with all of that, but I'm getting kind of scared. I was just thinking about it because I'm at the 180 page mark and nothing like significant has happened. I would have imagined like something like grandiose, even a little, you know, a little push, but it just feels very, very murky, everything. And we're already at 180 and kind of concerning. Waiting for a friend, and then we're gonna head out, do some dinner, dance, who knows, and then I'm gonna have a costume change, because let me tell you, it is disgusting outside. It's raining, not a lot, but it's all right. And then there's humidity, lots of it. Let me tell you, I was drenched, not in rain, humidity. And while reading this and experiencing all of this, I'm sort of like entering a, what do you call it when you go crazy from the heat? Heat hysteria? Anyway, that's what I'm experiencing at the moment. But yes, we'll keep you posted on more updates of Rouge. Oh shit, quick unboxing. This came in right in time. Picked this up just before I left to go to the city, but here we go. A little unboxing. Ooh, look at that, simple packaging. But, okay, it doesn't look like much, but I saw this brand called Hernan. I think it's just him, based out of Berlin, but it's a leather tie. I don't know how I'm gonna put this on because I'm gonna undo the tie and I have to retie it, and I don't know how long that's gonna take. Okay, give me a sec. Here. Ooh, yes. Okay, and then let me just pop it under the... Sorry, like the bed is right here, so... Okay. I need to style this better. But we have the logo embossed here with silver, and it's all leather. Yeah, ain't that cute? Folsom Street Fair wear, if anyone knows, SF, Folsom Street Fair. Pretty wild. But yeah, cute accessory. Cute for summer. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Aye. Okay, peace. The only mirror. Here we have the Wales Bonner Adidas brown. What do you call these? Jersey? I don't play sports. We got it for the aesthetic, and we got these 51% big blue jeans. Yeah. Do we like that? Do we like that? Yeah, I think it's pretty sexy. Let's go. check today, but we're wearing a memento sheer shirt, white tee underneath, just these like basic black pants from Theory Uniqlo, super light, good for summer, and Vogue Comme des Garçons vintage tote. Yeah, we got some things to do. Let's go. Ew. It's drunk, he melted. A potion. So good, so good.
What is this about? Yeah, that's more like it. Double. Yeah. Just let me be your ladybug. Maybe, maybe.
Hi, howdy y'all. Checking out real quick outfit breakdown. Rest and recreation tee, Amamento, sheer nylon, Uniqlo Theory. Outfit repeating. Got a few things today. I lost my chargers everywhere. And I need to go to the Apple store to pick them up, and meeting some friends later. A bit of art, a bit of lunch, a bit of coffee, and it's time to go. Let's go. So, it's been a while since since that hefty weekend, but here to give you my final thoughts of Rouge by Awad. It's taken me a few days because I had to do some research, and I'm here with the analysis, the research. I'm here to tell you the good bits. I want to focus on 3 things so we stay on topic: color, mirror, and self. Keep those 3 things in mind, and I will too, so I don't get off track. But I think it's incredibly important that you do your research before you hop into this book in order to get a richer experience of this. But oof, let me tell you, I think in my last update I had said that I wasn't really understanding where it was going, and now I know what she was trying to achieve. So I'll give you some bits and bobs, some important ones, so that when you hop into this, you will have a richer reading experience. But boy, oh boy, what is this? This is a slow burn gothic that feels like the first 15 minutes of Dario Argento's Suspiria. A candy-colored funhouse of under-your-skin terror. Yes, not so much horror, but creepy. Yes, okay, but yes, color. I wanted to get into color specifically with reference to the red shoes and Eyes Wide Shut. So, the red shoes in the book are a symbol and sort of a ways that propel plot, given that they lead our protagonist, Belle, up to a house in the hills, which is a spa, where she gets a free facial and sort of gets submitted into the cult, where strange ongoings occur, and she meets some pretty stranger characters. And The Red Shoes, the film, is about a pair of shoes that lead on this woman through obsession in order to reach ecstatic matrimony of the self, in a sense. Also quite a very colorful film. And now I want to mention also Eyes Wide Shut, a very colorful film as well, where colors play with character, propelling plot, and foiling characters as well. Very decorative and detailed. But here, color is a ways of sending Belle through delusion in order to grapple with the grief and guilt of the passing of her mom, through memory and flashbacks and Tom Cruise. And yeah, Tom Cruise. While I was doing my research, a lot of people were like, why is Tom Cruise in the book? And well, let me tell you, Tom Cruise is in Eyes Wide Shut, one of the main characters in the film, and he is married to Naomi Watts in the movie, where Naomi Watts is an idealist while Tom Cruise's character is a realist. And this is important given that through Belle's delusions of grandeur, as she's going through these fantastical, feverish dream sequences, if you will, she loses all sense of self. She loses all sense of reality because she prefers that than having to deal with, you know, the actual depression, to deal with the loss of her mom. And so she falls in love with the image of Tom Cruise as movie star, but the image of Tom Cruise as a fictional character. So it's very meta in a sense where Awad is using a fictional character of a public figure fictionally in this work of fiction, if that makes any sense at all. Our girl doesn't want to deal with real life, and can you blame her? Can you blame her? Mirrors. Mirrors are very important given that there's doubles of everything. Our character Belle, who is obsessed with skincare and her skin, and then of course herself, is obsessed with the image of herself, and she uses mirror and even enters the mirror, and I won't even get into all of that because that's quite mindfuckery, let me tell you. Okay, so in The Red Shoes, mirrors create sort of a subjective world for the character to enter, and in Awad's book that very much happens, driven by obsession and driven also by these colors. And it's through this other world that Belle is able to take piece by piece and analyze every memory and love while also hate her mother, and coming to terms with the actuality of how she feels about her mother, not just as image, but as history. And yeah, while analyzing Eyes Wide Shut, which, let me tell you, took a lot of brain power, but some notes that I gathered, I've written down here and I want to read to you. When you're attracted by the gaze of another, it's not just because you want to leave the person you're with, it's because you want to leave the person you have become. And it's not because you want to meet somebody else, but you want to meet another self. There's no greater other than a different version of yourself. So Eyes Wide Shut also deals with a cult, sex cult, if you will. The Tom Cruise, the husband in the film, is in ways trying to deal with the frustrations of his marriage through this cult. Our character Belle does the same thing. Through loving Tom Cruise and also entering the mirror, and also dealing with the guilt and grief of her dead mother, she's just trying to find a better version of herself. And all of that is coded in this very milky, mysterious horror and atmosphere that Awad heavily relies on. It's sort of through the viscosity that Awad creates this atmosphere that I felt a bit lost. I didn't quite know what Awad was trying to do with color. The Red Shoes and Eyes Wide Shut use color in a very specific way in order to create characterization. She uses color to create invitation to this other world, and it definitely becomes an aesthetic issue where she's so caught up in creating atmosphere that she loses us, the readers. Yeah, loses herself in the aesthetics. And we're not quite sure what to do with that. And it takes up a majority of the book to a very, very wild and spellbinding end. Those are my disorganized thoughts around Rouge. It honestly sits at a 3.5, 3.75 for me. Yeah, just because half the book is just set in this fever dream that I think was beautiful. There are moments where our character loses herself so much that she loses sense of even language. Because the book is also incredibly internal. She's speaking to herself. And her mind's voice is so loud that it's actually louder than her actual self. And as you can see, Awad is creating layers and how traumatic this experience is, and also past trauma. But it's words like other, mother, sanity, vanity, where she confuses herself so much that she doesn't really even know what she's saying. She doesn't know what she's doing half the time. And you're lost with her to the point where she completely removes herself into oblivion, a sort of self-destruction. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a trip, and I'm not quite sure if it completely lands. I think it requires a second reading to sort of pick everything up again. But that's why I think doing your homework on the Red Shoes and also Eyes Wide Shut will give you, I think, a wholesome reading experience into what Awad is trying to achieve in this. But I feel like it could have been stronger, but I think if you liked Bunny and you like Awad's style, I mean, she's got some gorgeous lines in here. I think you'll thoroughly enjoy this. Someone had said that it's not as intense as Bunny, given that this is a slow burn. But yeah, milky, gothic, horror, surreal colors, double images, lots of fun. It also didn't help that Korea is in its monsoon season, so it was quite hot, humid, and wet. And that left me in such a disarray while I was reading this. Rouge is out by Mary Sue Rucci Books, September 12th. Pick it up. This, I think, will make for for a very, very nice spooky read for your spooky season. It's delicious, I'll tell you. Very, very delicious. Let me know if you're gonna pick up Rouge. Send me your thoughts, return to this video. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think of Tom Cruise in the book. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it made sense. There's quite a lot to unpack. Do your homework. Please watch the films, do your homework, because it took some time to think about Eyes Wide Shut while also trying to figure out how to talk about this. Yeah, if you're having mommy issues, if you love your mother, if you hate her too, this is for you. Oh, also wanted to make a very interesting note. In the acknowledgements, someone who helped her write this book was Margaret Atwood for her wisdom and eerily prescient advice. And also, I didn't see, but on the blurb on the back here, we have Ian Reid, who wrote, "I'm thinking of ending things," which I definitely thought about while entering the feverish dream sequences in the book. I thought about the film a lot. I haven't read the book, but I watched the film by Charlie Kaufman. It's definitely that where you don't quite know what's going on, but it's happening and you're rolling with it and you're just, yeah, diving deep down into this sort of spellbinding hellhole. But yes, Rouge, Awad, pick it up. Okay, I hope that was all sensical. Oof, I'm gonna have a field day, the editing cutting board. All right, as always, be well, do good work, keep in touch.